Today on Momager Holiday, we're unpacking the Christmas crunch and the New Year reset. Because let's be honest, the holidays can bring out the joy and the juggling act.
Exactly. From kids coming home to who's cooking what to figuring out where did my peace go. So grab your cocoa, grab your calm, and let's get into it. So listen, when the kids come back from college or just from being on their own, that first night is pure joy. Then, by day 2, I'm like, who used my last towel? Right?
You miss them like crazy, but that peace and quiet was kind of nice too. Still, there's something about having everybody home again and under one roof. It reminds you what all the hustle was for.
That's true. I always say that let the dishes pile up just a little. That's the sound of blessings at home. When the kids are at home, back when they were little, we were always, they're so excited. We were always, I'm that parent that I don't keep secrets. And it was hard for me to tell my kids, or keep what I bought from them or Santa Claus brought from them, for them, from them, and so it was just ongoing. They would beg me all the time, Mom, can I just open one gift? Can I open just one gift? And by the time Christmas came, they didn't open all the gifts.
Yes.
So that's crazy. But the cool thing is that when the holidays come, being a momager, we're still battling. We're still juggling sports, academics, and then there's Christmas. So, a lot of times, our kids started little leagues together and they were playing, youth football and stuff. We were still trying to make plans of who's doing what, who's going where, with who, and what weekend and all that and the other.
Trying to keep the tradition.
Yep.
Trying to keep up with visiting family members.
Yes.
And I think a lot of my family members finally started just saying, okay, we know you got football, baseball, something going on. So they would always include me, but include me last, kind of thing, because they knew that we would be running to wherever we're coming from, to wherever we need to be. So, girl, I remember when Christmas morning used to be 6 a.m., wake up calls. Now I'm the one shaking their butts to get out of bed.
Right. They wake up and they run right past the tree now and be like, what's to eat?
You ain't never lied. Mama, that cheesecake ready?
Yes.
But it's beautiful too. We get to slow down and we get to have conversations.
Right.
Like we slow it down. We talk about dreams. We talk about goals. The holidays shifted from toys to time.
Right. Exactly. The meaning gets a little bit deeper, at this point. It's not about what's under the tree anymore. For us, it's about who's around the tree. Because I have one kid who doesn't live with me anymore and he has a baby. So it brings me joy when we all can be under the same roof and stuff.
Do you make CJ come over? CJ is her oldest. Do you make CJ come over? Do y'all do breakfast together still? Like, what does that look like for y'all?
Yeah, because, he has a girlfriend as well as, his son. We have to split.
Yeah, okay.
I now know what it felt like when my mom, when I grew up and I started having kids and we spent one holiday, with my family and then another holiday with his family. And then sometime we hit both in the same days. So I'm now experiencing that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. I used to always, even for Thanksgiving, for like just New Year's and Christmas, there was always something to do.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about you, but I was so tired.
Yes.
From the game, the hustle and bustle. I mean, I barely wanted to get up and fix breakfast for my kids, but we have a tradition that we do. We get up and fix a big breakfast together and, we do our Christmas Eve stuff. So I love that when it totally starts shifting to that time, because now my kids are older.
Right.
First they were little, so they were ready to go to everybody's house to get all the toys.
Right.
And as they got older and they were driving, so they're like, we don't want to go anywhere. Or if we go, can I drive? Because I don't know what it is. My husband will sit there and say he don't want to go somewhere, wait till the last minute to get up and get dressed, and then want to shut the party down. Don't want to go home. They have to kick us out. And I'm like, I'm finna start walking. I thought you didn't want to come.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's good to have them home and just to see the shift in things. So, all right, now, what's on your holiday menu? Tell me a little bit about that. How y'all do that?
Honey, the one thing that we love to do, and that's eat. We love to eat.
Don't we all?
Yes. Well, I do know that I cannot skip my Patti LaBelle
Come on.
cabbage shuffle.
Come on.
You know, but every year someone new joins the kitchen committee. And so we're now suddenly experimenting. I got a feeling that this year Chef Dre, which is Kendreas.
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna now be in the kitchen. I can't wait to see what he's gonna cook and stuff. So
okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna tell you about mine, but before I do that, I just want to slow down just a 2nd and just remind our listeners, we get it.
Yes.
We're just talking about a little bit about how our Little League experience was. See, you're at different levels. So whether you're at the Little League experience, whether you're at the middle school experience or junior high experience, the middle school and junior high, the same thing. The high school experience. Because even during high school, you know, Thanksgiving, if they're in the playoffs,
yes,
your kids are at practice Thanksgiving morning.
Absolutely. Because I remember 2 years ago when DeBron and DJ were in high school, they were in the playoffs. We fed they had Thanksgiving. Coach didn't play that. We're still gonna practice because we have playoff that Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So what did we do? The Booster Club,
a pregame meal.
We did a pregame meal,
and it was the day before, but we still fed them the next day still. Yes, too. But we did a Thanksgiving dinner. They were all up there together. And so we invited all the parents to come up with them. And I know, y'all, just think about it. We're inviting all these football parents to come up there. And we did have a good turnout for this time. I think because there was a lot of family members in town and things like that. So they made that time seem special. Wish it was like that all the time. But okay, I digress. But
that was a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful thing because we prayed, we gave thanks, and the boys got to see these things. And our coaches were a part of this. But not only that, like, we get it. Right. We're asking y'all to fix a little something extra because we had it potlucked, you know, so everybody would bring a dish and bring a dessert. And so we had a good sign-up genius. We worked it all over and got it out. Make sure we didn't have too much of one thing or not enough of the other. But at the end of the day, you're cooking for your family at home, or you're cooking to take things to your mom or your grandma's or whomever. Right. So we get the hustle and the bustle. So this is what we say, the hustle and bustle of crunch time. Slow down, because I'm sorry, after Halloween, when Thanksgiving comes, it's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. And it's fast. And I mean, I'm talking about cooking and eating. And I mean, that's why everybody had those New Year's resolutions to lose weight.
To lose some weight. Because they didn't ate. But, you know, and the thing is that, you know, during Thanksgiving, you know, when we were in Little League, we had the All-Star playoffs and stuff like that. And that was so much fun because it was cold and, you know, we just ate and we just, you know, ran through it. And then in high school, you know, during Thanksgiving, we had football playoffs. And then we got into Christmas. Then the boys were in basketball. So they had basketball tournaments, you know, during the Christmas break. And so it was one thing after another.
All while still training. As they get older, you're still training and all that stuff. Now it's a little different for us. Yes. I have a high schooler and, you know, then we have one that's coming home from college and stuff. So everything looks different, but it's still, we're doing it. But one thing I want y'all to always hear us say, we're present.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that though. Present. You know, last year was our baby's first year being at the University of Florida and being away from home. And they had a game the week before Thanksgiving and then the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And so it was their first Thanksgiving. And we were like, we're not going to allow our kids to have a major holiday by themselves. So what did we do? We packed up our families and we stayed the entire week because our kids that were still in school were off that week. And we went and stayed the whole week and we had a really, really, really good time. The Lagways, the Hamptons, the Johnsons, you know, the nephews. We had a really good time and we cooked and we laughed and, you know, they never missed a beat. I would not give anything for that.
I agree. That was so awesome. I mean, I cannot tell you, that's the first time I laid up on the couch and was asleep because I didn't have to cook. Okay. Everybody else was taking
No, you did cook. You cooked some rice.
I cooked rice, but I cooked ham.
Yes, you
did. I cooked the ham, and that's easy. You know, I picked that. And I made some cheesecakes, and I did make, did I make pound cake?
No, you didn't.
I just made regular cake. They wanted me to make my pound cake, but I didn't do it.
Exactly.
I bought some. Exactly. But this year is going to be a little different for us because now I have a sophomore in high school who's on varsity that's in the playoffs. So we're not going to be able to be there the whole week.
Right.
But, and then if we go down there for that Thursday, I think they don't play that Friday. The boys, the playoff game, high school. I think I'm not sure. I don't know if they make it to that round. Will they play that Friday? If they do, it's gonna look a little different.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna be down there with DJ for his first Thanksgiving, but and that's all still up in the air because it all is contingent upon what the high school team does.
Right.
And of course we want them to go all the way. So I need them to keep playing. Right. But we'll just see how it goes because we may have to do our normal, fly down afterwards and then be ready for the game. So my baby might have to do Thanksgiving
without y'all,
without us,
because
he'll be with the Hamptons.
Right.
So, but it'll be without us.
Absolutely.
But I know he'll love it and still be in good hands. So that makes things, that makes it all good. Yeah. So on my menu, again, like I just said, what you told me about your Patti LaBelle Shuffle, which by the way, is to die for. And I can't make it. Don't want to make it, but it's good.
I got you.
But mine is I have to make my boys their cheesecake.
Yes, and mine too.
And then the pound cake, 7-Up pound cakes. But my husband would just die if I didn't make a ham. Yes. And now let me tell you what he tell me to do. He tell me to make 2 of them. So he can have one put up that we tell nobody not to cut.
Oh my God.
But he don't need that. That's a shame. That's because I make it too sweet. I need to stop that. I need to stop that.
Yeah. Well, traditions keep us connected. Even when life changes, the familiar smell in the kitchen brings everyone home again. And so we always want to keep that regardless of how we're juggling sports, academics, theater arts, regardless of how we're juggling it all. We want to make sure that we keep our tradition intact as much as we can.
All right, mamas. Quick Momager holiday hacks or hack roundups. Because, it's crunch time. It's busy. And usually we're busy doing everything and getting out of practice late. So we shopping at the last minute, waiting until the doors open up and all this good stuff. Or running, they kicking us out because they're closing because we had to go to practice or something beforehand. Some tips that I would like to share is try to order early. You know you're going to wrap late. Don't stress on the shipping. If you go ahead and order it early, just put it up somewhere and hide it in the closet or whatever. I don't know. Batch all your errands. Save gas and okay, that's easier said than done. These are just things that I'm hoping. Listen, I'm talking to myself right now.
Right.
Because we be running left and right and then look at the tank, it's empty. We just trying to figure it out. So these are just suggestions that I'm thinking that I'm going to work on this season. Batch our errands, save some gas and grace, budget blessings, presents versus presents.
Yes, that's huge. That's
what we've been talking about the whole time. Be present.
Right.
We're not worried about the presents under the tree. Be present. Create new memories. Play a card game. Sit there and play Monopoly. I don't know. My husband loved that. I ain't playing that with him no more, though. He don't like to end the game. Do different things that you like to do to create those memories, but not only the memories, you want to be present, and they see that. I love, love, love my Christmas tree. So I know a lot of people may say different things. So I like to just sit around the Christmas tree, drink whatever fuels you.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes, I love it. Drink whatever fuels you. And remember, family first.
Yes.
Delegate something, though, y'all, because all of y'all going to be tired. It's going to be a lot of things to be done. The food's going to be out. Yes, we're going to use paper plates. Some people use real plates, not me. I like the paper goods. Something's going to need to be done. The dish is going to need to be washed. Things are going to need to be put away because some people, I'm not a big leftover eater, but some people like to eat leftovers. So we want to make sure we properly store the leftovers and stuff. So guess what? Before these people start leaving your house, if you got company, delegate them something to do. Even if it's just wrapping, like throwing away the wrapping paper, putting the trash out by the curb, or just washing the dishes.
Get some help.
Get some help. Like, that's what we keep talking about. Don't be afraid to open your mouth. These are all tips and tricks to practice because it's going to go further and further on down the line.
Right. And please, people, don't compare your Christmas to other people's Christmas. What you see online, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it ain't showing you the burnt rolls. It's not showing you, when Christmas go wrong. So don't compare your Christmas to no one else's. Because believe me, when I say, as your children grow, as they get deeper and deeper and deeper into their career, it's going to change. And you're going to want to, have these memories and these traditions back. Mm-hmm. So just be present where you are.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's so true.
But one thing I can say about my family, when we do have Christmas at our house, I got a good family. Yeah. Honey, them sister-in-laws of mine, they gonna clean. I don't, because first of all, they know I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna tip out on them like I'm in church, put their little finger up, and I'm gonna disappear. Mm-hmm. And when I wake up the next morning, my house is clean.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, them sisters of mine.
I can say that too. I got my family trained. Or they just got me spoiled is what my husband
I think
says.
Mine just got me spoiled because they don't clean.
They not trained. Mm-hmm. You just spoiled.
Yes.
But they will not leave my house.
Right.
Without putting everything away and taking half the darn food with them too.
Oh, that part.
But it's going to be put up.
Yeah.
In all fairness, they know I don't eat leftovers. And if it sits in my refrigerator longer than a day, it's going in the trash. So they don't want that because they like leftovers.
I love leftovers too.
I'm not a leftover person. Yeah. So they know they're going to take it with them and they're going to clean. Mm-hmm. So those are just some little tips that we have about our Christmas.
Well, thank you.
Crunch time and juggling all things that we do, along with still being that momager, managing grades, school, athletics, training, all the good stuff.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about the New Year's reset.
Okay.
Because after the tinsel settles and everybody is good with their Christmas presents, they've picked up things and put down things, because the thrill only lasts for so long. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to refocus. Right?
Absolutely.
It's time to think about, hey, what comes next?
Absolutely. And so my biggest advice would be don't rush. Mm-hmm. Reflect. Mm-hmm. Take some time to reflect. Don't rush the resolutions. Take time to reflect first. Mm-hmm. Ask, what did I learn this year?
Yeah.
And what do I want more of? Mm-hmm. Peace, pressure, figure that out. Don't rush it. Don't be so quick to be like X, Y, and Z. Like we were teasing a few minutes ago, the New Year's resolution. After we ate up everything for all these holidays, we're gonna be like, oh, we want to lose weight. Well, of course, but I want to lose weight all year.
Okay.
So just don't think about that. Just take a moment to reflect before you start hashing out these resolutions.
Right. And the thing of it is that I like where we're not talking about resolutions. Mm-hmm. We're saying, hey, reflect on what we have accomplished, what we didn't accomplish over the past 12 months. And, write down 3 intentions that you intend to do instead of, resolutions. It could, because what I do know is that it'll help keep me grounded when I do that. But not only am I going to do it, my kids now are of age to where I'm going to ask them.
Absolutely.
To do it as well, and I want to know, because what I have grown to know is that my kids are my biggest people that's going to hold me accountable. Uh-huh. Oh, Mama, you remember when you said this?
Oh, man.
Mama, you remember when you said that?
They don't forget nothing we said we gonna do.
Right.
Forget everything we asked them to do.
Absolutely. So, I'm gonna challenge them. Let's all reflect. What is it? Where are you going this year? Mm-hmm. What does that look like? Mm-hmm. Because for one, I'm asking because I need to make sure you have something in your head, because my mom as a young girl always told me, no aim, no goal, no future.
That's it.
Right? So we always got to be aiming for something.
That's it.
And so I want to know, because in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, okay, how can I help my kids be great?
Yeah.
How can I help my kids be great? So when I hear it, and I'm gonna be watching, to make sure that they're doing what they say that they want to do.
Absolutely.
And if there's anything that I can do to help them, then that's what I want to do.
Yeah. So I feel that, and so listen, I don't want people to ever think that I'm this holy roller. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I definitely have a relationship with the Lord, and it's very important to me and my household and my family. But for those that know me, I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
all the time. But when it comes to this is big to me at the first of the year. I've never been big on, see, I'm not a big tradition person per se. Mm-hmm. I'm big on relationship, but I'm big on moving the needle forward.
Right.
And measurable goals.
Yes.
And measurable things. Mm-hmm. So I've always been big on that. So Well, me and my kids and my husband as well, what we do is we sit down as a family the night, like before it's midnight countdown. We don't go out. We don't do all that. We just sit down as a family. We have discussions.
Right.
And we talk about our past year. We talk about things that we need to do better on and what we want to try to work on. But what we do is before we start discussing our new levels that we're going to go to or that we're going to ask God to help us with, we pray about it.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, pray before you plan. Right. Because God will give you clarity. He'll show you what deserves your energy. I promise you that. So what we do is we've never, ever done resolutions. We do goals. Right. So at the end of the year, I hold them accountable. We write them down. I tell them I need 2 big goals. Like I need 2 main goals. And you can make them as big as you want to make them. But I need to see 5 goals. And I need them little goals that are attainable and achievable for this next year. I need to see that they're attainable and achievable. Right. And I would like to see that they're relating toward the big goal that you have. Yeah. And so we write them down and we hang them up. Yeah. Like DJ used to hang them up on his bathroom mirror. Jamal just used to clip them on his wall. Me, I had them on my nightstand. I really don't know where my husband put his. Yeah. But we look at them every day. So we hold ourselves accountable by reading it, looking at it. And then whenever they were accomplished or whenever we achieved that little goal, we crossed it off. Right. We crossed it off. And so that's what I would say. Focus on things like that because we want to teach the kids, like, resolutions are great, but this just goes back to, like, so to me, goal writing is non-negotiable. Right. That's a non-negotiable at the end of the year. See, these are things that we talked about in the previous episodes, creating those non-negotiables. Yep. But not only that, when you have a goal, it doesn't get abandoned. Right. You just replace it. You don't abandon the goal. So if you know that, hey, my life has shifted a little bit, because we all know life gonna be lifing. So things are gonna shift, things are gonna change. But even for you, but as a parent, we have to make sure that we're setting the example when it does it for us, but we also wanna encourage them because it's only gonna help them in their future. Right. So we don't abandon that goal. Okay, that goal is done, maybe, then let's shift it. Let's move something else in that place. Right. Let's create a new goal that's attainable and achievable. Right. And so we just want to always educate them and think like that. And so I just hate when people get caught up on resolutions. Because I'm going to be honest, when I say resolutions, I already know. And when I hear people say resolutions, I'm like, everybody going to have these grand big resolutions. Right. And by the end of January, they all going to be like, what happened? Right. Some of them may last up.
See, what had happened was.
It's going to be a what had happened was all the time.
Absolutely. Well, this year I'm claiming balance, boundaries, and boldness.
Come on now. I like that. Say that again.
Balance, boundaries, and boldness.
BBB.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. Yes, ma'am. And for every momager listening, remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Y'all see how we keep repeating some of the same stuff? It kind of goes hand in hand when we're dealing with everything. So make rest a part of your routine, not your reward. So you get that? Rest should be a part of your routine. It shouldn't be a reward because you get done with something early, you get to go take a little 5-10 minute nap. Right. That should be a part of the routine. Make time for yourself, because if your cup is empty, you have nothing left to pour into anyone else. All right, family, that's our Momager holiday special. From Christmas crunch to New Year's reset.
Through the chaos, love on your people and walk into the next season lighter and stronger.
If this episode made you smile, share it with another mama who could use some holiday joy.
And as always, keep walking by faith, working with purpose, and living in peace.
Thank you for watching our Momagers podcast, where we're helping moms to walk by faith, work with purpose, and live in peace.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at Momagers Pod. Also, if you like what you've heard, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Momagers Pod. Until next time, the Momagers.